Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighbouring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. You've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there.
Fie!
Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength down, buy the cure and have a bit of green water. When one of the fiends comes for you, best guard or dodge, else she'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. Employ guarded attacks to get the enemy to flinch. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about... Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. Have you beheld the dragon essence? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Nell to see that. We can but hope that the Sovereign will rid us of it ere long. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
people here are evacuated and safe.
The 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 people here are evacuated and safe. There are more who can yet be saved.
There are more who can yet be saved. This world is connected to innumerable other realms beyond the rift, which pawns, such as myself, are able to traverse. My kind is duty-bound to serve you, Arisen, and to use the knowledge we glean in these distant worlds to your benefit. I myself look forward to traveling alongside you and using my experiences beyond the rift to enrich your adventures.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world. And when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize...
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
Must hold out. I will start getting hums to relieve. Must hold out till someone comes.
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather unwell. You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting while you have the chance.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
A moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
They do say good things come to those who wait.
A visit to Melv might jog...
Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, I suppose I was preoccupied with my thoughts. Thoughts of you, Arisen, naturally.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Accardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Accardo's as well, I'm sure.
Let us make haste. The no-life may be lost on our account. Follow me, if you would.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. ignoring the enemy today.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I suppose 'tis so.
Pray, follow me.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all...
Slay the beasts if I cannot strike them. Get down here, you feathered fiends! Who are you? You come to aid me? Let's see. Okay, sent you to watch my back. Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
We'd best report back. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Goblins, Master!
One can... Not be too careful.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Putting that aside, we've traveled for some time without a mage in our party.
We've no need of a healer if we never get hit. Of course, that is a feat easier said than done.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Follow me, if you would. Are you coming, Master? Our path is here. So this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see.
Pitiable arisen.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad the ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Shall we seek some answers?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could... Make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
I think I get the idea.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth. We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Speak your will, and I'll see it done.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach, excelling in both offense and defense, and can adapt to any situation. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long-ranged weapon. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide array of offensive spells and aid their allies with magical support. However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage of speed. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
You found strength courses through you. 'Tis good to see. They do say good things come to those who wait.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Business could be better, but I'm scraping by. Do come again. Puts me in the mood for a song, it does.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
You are in good health, I trust, Arisen? We could make the fruit roborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melv.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Very well. I shall return.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Good. Then let us be on our way.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Now there's a thought.
We're under attack!
Prepare yourself!
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
Oi, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint.
I'm just grateful I get to lead my life. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find. Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
quite enough.
My spirit, it quails.
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That would have pushed my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him,
Leave off, afore you earn my spite.
How dare you!
am I to go? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That was just my hairs on him.
Seems I've bit off more than I can chew. Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
I'll take any chance not.
That's it. I've had enough.
Leave off, afore you earn my spite.
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place pushed my ears on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. Scholarly learning depends on the right environment.
Performer's wage.
Let's see.
Wonder if there's any
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place pushed my ears on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, there's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Pray, cease this at once, Arisen!
What am I to do? You ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it. That place puts my hairs up.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up. Though we are less fleet of foot,